go ahead and get the recording started. And, yeah. Fuck, oh, shit.
Everyone quick tab into the stream, see what she's doing.
I'm not streaming, I'm just recording.
Get the info.
This is just for us. The audience will get to see next week's. So, we decided that all but 2 of you are on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You guys are boat buddies.
Yep.
Yep.
So that means that Alistair, Fangor, and Mobius?
Yes.
Okay. Are currently on a boat, have been on a boat for at least a week at this point. You've been pelted by this rainstorm for roughly the last day. As you hear somebody from the crow's nest shout the all too familiar saying, "Land ho." As you look out over the railings of the ship, the foretold glory of Peka looms on the horizon. A striking difference to the tales that you've heard. Its towers lean half buried in rubble and ash, walls scarred by time and war. As they pull the boat up to the dock, lower the ramp for you to leave the ship.
Finally.
Well, that was a pleasant ride.
Could have been worse.
Could have been better.
Not by much.
Would we have introduced ourselves, like, to each other? I would assume being on the boat for a week, we would have.
I mean, I think we're just standing off, like, yeah, I mean, we're probably just standing or near the plank waiting to be able to get off.
Mm-hmm. There are people running around the ship, you know, tying it up and moving things around and getting ready to allow everybody to disembark. So, okay, it just stopped.
Well, guess the rain's done.
You're right. You're right, Mobius. It could be better. It stopped raining. Look.
So you guys would have had a week on this ship. So it's up to you whether you would have actually spoken with each other.
Oh, there's no way I have not introduced myself to them at this point, so...
Yeah, if they approached me, I would have introduced myself.
Okay,
Fair.
so this is why we do session 0. Would you guys rather start like a day or 2 out of town? Give y'all a chance to chit-chat on the ship?
I don't really care either way.
Yeah,
I
either
mean,
way.
I don't know how long we're going to be here, and I don't want to exclude the
Play
other
a game of
people who aren't
cards
on the
with
ship
them,
too much,
Maj.
so...
Play a game of cards
you
with
know
them
what?
a day out.
I'm
that
good. You
works.
guys do what you got to.
Mm-hmm. Go
Okay.
on. Flex,
Yeah, go
flex the
for it.
role-playing muscles.
Yeah, we could play some cards. How's that working here?
How would you get these guys to play cards, Maj?
You know, it's a good
The only
point.
game that we can play is blackjack, and I'm gonna steal AJ's rules.
All right, let me set the scene here. Since
Okay.
my character is not gonna approach anybody, so he's gonna be kind of sitting off on the side rail by himself, kind of using a tarp as a canopy from the rain.
Okay. I was going to ask if it's raining, but yep.
He looks approachable. He's big, but he doesn't look mean. He's just kind of scarred up. Looks like he's a little battle weary.
For Mobius, I'd be towards the bow of the ship. Pretty much same as same as Fangor. Shut up.
It's okay.
I'd be at the bow of the ship. Instead of not wearing my helmet, but I have my cloak up to block the rain. I would look approachable, scarred from previous battles. That's about it.
And I probably would just be walking out from the belly of the ship where a lot of other people have already turned down my offer of a game to two people who possibly could be a bit of a better opportunity. Who would be closest to that?
From where they describe themselves, Fangor would be closer to you.
All right. Well, I will go and walk up to him, kind of lean on the railing next to him. I'm trying to get some people together to maybe play a bit of a game of cards, and I think maybe the inside of the ship would be a little warmer than standing out here in the rain, wouldn't you say? It's a good excuse.
Look up and you're probably not wrong to be in the ship. But names first.
Oh,
What you're after second.
of course, how could I? I'm Alistair Wheeler. And, man of the world. Bit of a tradesman, all that sort of thing. How about yourself?
Name's Fangor. Call me Ironclaw if you like titles.
Oh, okay. Mr. Ironclaw. What say you?
Cards?
Why not?
I can go for some cards.
Perfect. It'll get you a chance to dry off as well, but I think we could use at least one more. Maybe look around. Yeah, you know what?
So,
One more.
How
Why don't we
how
go
tall
ahead
is your
and second?
character?
He's a little over 6 foot. And he's wearing a hat too, so exact height's a little hard to tell. But
Gotcha. So I'll start standing up, and I don't tower over you, but I do go a little bit higher than you as I stretch my legs out.
yeah, and I'll just adjust my hat a little bit so the rain's falling off the back and not the front.
You said
I'll go.
that fellow over there in the armor?
Yes, I think he's he could maybe he could use a little excuse to get out of the rain as well. Distraction, perhaps, to help the travels go better.
I
I'll
hate
walk
being
up
on
to
a
him,
ship.
lean over the railing as well next to him. Hello there. Maybe would you like to get out of the rain for a little game, perhaps?
What kind of game are you suggesting?
Oh, just a little bit of cards, pass the time. Already got him over there, agreeing to it.
Looking over my shoulder, looking in the direction of Fangor, and I look back. Sure, well, I could use a game of cards.
Perfect. We can go inside, dry up, and maybe see if they have any ale or something. I don't know. Whatever they serve on this ship. I'll just give him a little pat on the shoulder and turn around happily. Well, why don't we go inside then? And I'll just head over to the stairs to go down, or...
Yep, so you
I
go
don't know
down
if
the
this
stairs, below deck. There is a bit of a mess hall, a common area down there. Several of the sailors occupying some of the tables, sort of gnawing away at rations and salted fish. They do have basically just grog. It's, it does the job.
Rum and water, baby.
And you are able to just walk up to a keg and fill up a mug there.
No one told me they had anything on this ship.
Well, I mean, of course they... How else are you supposed to not get scurry?
I'll pass on the ale.
Well, or for me, I suppose. Just take a big old tankard of it.
Oh yeah.
And for the sake of having a dealer, we'll say that another sailor walks over as you guys are sitting down.
I'll look at the other guy. I caught Alistair's name. What's your name?
Mobius. And yourself?
Mobius. Okay. My name is Fangor. Call me Ironclaw if you like titles.
Yes, of course. How could I as well? Yes, I am Alistair Wheeler. I did not introduce myself to you, but, you know... It's who I am. Nice
Hello,
to meet you.
Alistair. My name is Mobius.
Of course. And now... Why don't we play? Let's see. There's a good table around here, I think. Yep. Go to... Find a nice little table to sit at.
Yep. So you guys commandeer a table, and sailor walks over. Got a game of cards going, huh?
Yes. It's a friendly little game to pass the time, perhaps.
Sounds like a plan. Do you mind if I join? You guys need a dealer?
You know, that sounds like a wonderful idea. Otherwise, we'd have to take turns being the dealer.
Just something I do in my spare time. He'll seat himself at the table and reach out his hand for the cards.
I will hand him a deck of cards that I pull out of my coat.
Okay, well, 21 is the game, and I'm just gonna assume everybody here knows how to play it. Kind of raises an eyebrow at everybody at the table.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, so above game, the way we're gonna do this is because I actually really like the way AJ did it. Everybody gets to roll a d12, and you roll one d12, and as you go around next time, you'll be able to decide whether you want to roll another d12. Was it a d12 or a d10? It was a d10.
Okay.
Yeah. So 1d10. Dealer will roll first. Dealer has 6. So for just rolling like a regular dice, you just pick it up and drag it. Yep. Drop it onto the chat box.
Alright. Oh, wait, D10 you said?
Mm-hmm. Hey, dealer's gonna hit. Dealer's at 16.
You know, I think I'll hit on this one.
I'm at
Just
12.
A little bit of a hunch. A little bit of a risky spot.
I'll head to.
Mobius at 17. Alright, dealer at 16 is gonna go ahead and hit. Dealer's at 20.
Dealer.
Oh boy.
Got 15 for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's only a 1 in 10 that I lose, so... At least on this hand. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
You
Plus.
busted.
Mobius bust.
Ooh. I'm
Dealer's
very
gonna stay at
sorry,
20.
dear friend.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and hit again.
I forget. No.
19.
It's a very precarious spot. But you know what? Why not? Where's the fun in it if I don't? Well, that's me. I'm out.
Oops. Now let's see. I'm at 19. Do I hit or stay at 19?
I.
I don't know. Are you counting cards?
That's up to you, my friend.
What is it? If you stay at 19, dealer
Either wins.
dealer wins.
I mean, either way, you're boned, right?
Well, either way, I lose. So fuck it. Let's see if I get a 2. That's definitely not a 2.
Give him a pat on the shoulder, toss my cards back over.
Yep, I tossed my cards back to.
Unfortunate. Well,
What does my proficiency give me in this game? I forgot.
That would give you a bonus to like a check to like, if it was just like a straight check to play it.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering what it would give me here.
This is more of a game of chance. I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's more like if you're
It can
trying to
count.
cheat with it, you'd get a bonus to
mhm.
your card check.
yeah.
This is
Yeah, if
just
you wanted to
naturally.
count cards, I would make you roll to see if
You know, in a game where there's no stakes, I don't think he'd go that hard on it. So,
Once you start putting down coin.
Yeah, it's not like we're playing for anything.
all right. So you guys play cards for a little while. Chit chat and get to know each other a bit.
mm-hmm.
Don't mind me, just testing things.
I see dice rolling. I'm like, what?
No, I coded in the cantrip that I needed, so I'm just making sure it works.
Okay, so after a little bit of time, y'all happy with that?
I'd say so.
I mean, unless we want to have any conversations.
By all means.
I'm good with that.
Go on, make small talk.
I mean, while we're playing, I'm gonna kind of look over at both of them. So, what takes y'all to Peka?
You know, I heard there was many good opportunities there. You know, for work, leisure. Just seemed like a nice place. Thought, why not?
Fair enough. That's what I'm hoping for.
I was in
Rito got a
dire-
little too dangerous. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was needing a change of scenery.
You know, it's very respectable. I admire that. Just going out for the fun of it.
Though, when we came up on the dock and I saw the state that Peka was in,
But we're not there yet.
oh shit!
Yeah, we
So
rolled
we,
back.
we rolled it back so we could have a conversation.
Yeah,
and meet
we're,
each other.
we're having a
Oh,
little, we're having
okay.
a little card game still. Yeah.
Sorry if I didn't
I-
make that clear.
Just getting away from the homeland.
Understandable. It's always good to have a change of scenery. I lived in Rito pretty much my entire life. Got a little dangerous, so it's time to move.
Well, I heard this is a pretty decent city, so maybe you'll have some good opportunities there, especially for safety.
Safety's not exactly what I'm looking for, but fair enough.
Well, what is it you're looking for? Anything in particular?
Place to reclaim my name again.
Did you lose it, or?
Well, the title Ironclaw came from many years of fighting in pits.
Oh,
And let's just say I made far too many enemies in Rito to stay.
yes, I see what you mean. Those circles can be very... What's a good
Yeah,
way to
when-
put it? Bloodthirsty if they don't like what's going on.
Yeah, when you humiliate fighters and gamblers lose too much money betting against you, well, it kind of turns nasty.
Yes, there was a... What was it? There was this one time where I placed a very unlikely bet on one of those fights. And people weren't very happy that I guessed it right. So,
They usually never are. They don't like losing money.
yes, I think the odds were like... What was it? Almost 1,000 to 1 in that time. I don't know. Guy who was, everyone thought was going to win just ended up, having some issues, digestive issues, and choked on a bone.
Well, what the
Sounds
hell
like
was he
I'm
doing
ready.
eating chicken before a fight anyway?
Whatever he did, he didn't expect there to be a bone in it, I suppose.
Sometimes it's worth betting on the underdog, because all it takes is one hit and fighters will go down.
Precisely. I thought 1,000 to 1. What happens if I do win? I just put some coin in there, and yeah, they weren't happy, and ended up not getting anything out of that, sadly.
Doesn't matter what kind of fighter you are. Any fighter can get beaten on any given day. Same on the battlefield, same in the pits.
Too true.
Sure, but some are more likely than others. It just is all a bit of luck, you know? Just like this game here. What about you? What do you hope to find here? The one who's not the pit fighter that I forgot the name of because I'm terrible with names.
Mobius.
Mobius, yes.
New memories.
Interesting.
I'm sure there's many memories to be had.
I didn't exactly leave on a good note when I left Estone, so
You're from all the way across the world.
I mean, it's
Hey.
not too far away. It's just the next continent over, isn't it?
2 continents, technically.
yeah. I could have taken the short route, but they were having issues at the dock, so I had to take the long route.
Hmm.
Either way, that's a long
Well,
travel.
you must have seen some very interesting things in your time of traveling that way. But
Water is water.
I've
That
met
is-
many people who would say more than that, but I can definitely see. I think I see more of the water is water thing myself.
After being on a boat for so long, everything just looks the same.
Yes, there's this one sailor who is one of those people who just, I don't know, they always just knew. You know, like they'll just look out and they can just tell you, oh, this land is right over there, and they don't even check the maps or anything. Or, oh, we're going to be having to do this today, or there's going to be a storm. Or just never understood it. I suppose that's why I'm not much of a sailor myself.
Some people just have a better sense of those things, I guess.
When you're in any profession for a long time like that, sailing, commanding, being a soldier, being a pit fighter, you develop your senses for it, for the job at hand. So, the sailor you speak of, obviously has been doing this job for that job for a very long time in order to get those senses.
He was quite old too. He always said it was in his. You'd feel it in his bones. Everyone just. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I just need another decade before I can feel that. I'm not that old yet. But yes. Assume it.
I
would
usually
be
just
terrible.
smell it.
Thunderstorms do have that scent, don't they?
Yes, they do.
I guess it would probably smell different on water, I guess.
Yes. Well, I mean that's the smell of the scent of petrichor. It's pretty pleasing, I would say.
I'm glad to at least make some company on my travel, at least.
Would
Good
have
to
been
know
nice
there's
to
still
have,
half decent people.
would have been nice to have company a week ago.
Sure, it would have been.
Well, there's many people here. I suppose fate has just decided. Tonight would be a good day for some conversation, you know? Both of you found yourselves up on the deck there, for whatever reason. So,
To be fair, I wasn't really ever invited in the cabin. Or you call it a cabin, right?
Yeah, it's
the crew deck, perhaps.
well, you have the cabin, which is on the same level, the captain's cabin on the same level as the deck, and then you have below deck, which
I'm not so ship savvy. It's my first time on one.
I'm way too ship savvy. Don't get me on this train.
This is in character, okay, GM? We're not speaking to God right now.
Sorry.
Wait.
Oh,
yes,
right,
I
sailor
appreciate
NPC.
She descends from on high to inform you.
I usually do.
I've been on quite a few ships now, but I've never really operated one. But yes, it's just below decks. That's where we are.
It's much nicer than being on top deck when it's raining.
The only thing I wish is. Go ahead.
Lucky y'all are just passengers.
What's that mean?
Well, they work here, you know. They have to deal with this all the time. We get off the port, it's done for us. Until
Oh,
we
yeah.
decide to go on a ship again.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, most of us choose this life, but nobody likes to be rained on for a week straight.
I know I wouldn't.
Yes, as I was saying, the one part about being on this ship that I wish we could do is start a nice fire to warm up, but alas, we can't really do much of that.
Nah.
I'll just
I don't
settle
think,
for huddling
I don't
around
think
the
they
land.
enjoy having a fire on deck.
Yes,
I'm no boat expert, but I'm pretty sure we start a fire, we're going to be swimming the rest of the way.
Well, yes, that's what I'm saying. I wish I could, but I mean, the way they make these things watertight, as far as I've heard, is tar. It smells like tar in here, so.
Y'all are headed to Peka? I'd get ready to be a lot more cold than you are now.
Oh, at least there you can start a fire.
Well, have natural coating.
Cold doesn't bother me.
Well, you won't see much snow in Peka, but it definitely ain't warm.
I'm used to the cold. I suppose it's more of the, it's a good way to put it. The wetness is the problem.
Oh, better get used to that too.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it
gonna be
rains a lot there.
gonna be a change for me.
Can't be much colder than Whitmore.
Not familiar with that area.
It's the northern region of Estrone.
Mm.
Oh. Yes, I mean, where I'm originally from, I suppose it's much more snowy than anything else. So, the wetness is definitely a factor that is, one to get used to at sea.
Just keep a few extra pairs of socks. You'll be fine.
Trust me, I have plenty of pair on me.
Yep. I better get back to work.
Yes, thank you for dealing.
Yes, thank you for dealing for us.
Thank you very much.
I think that's a good point to get y'all back into city.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially because I know the first thing I'm saying when we're about to get off.
So I know I already described it, but I'm going to describe it again. So that we're all caught up here. So as you do approach Peka, you do notice a stark difference from what you've been told as you approach a very war-torn and battered city. And as they get you all off the boat, along with several other passengers that had been riding with you, the wet docks creak beneath your feet, and you're greeted by an odor of rotten fish and salty air.
Oh my god. This wasn't in the brochure at all.
Yes, you know, the brochure was much more kind about it, but I suppose maybe the ship hadn't arrived yet saying it was like this. Well, I think the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to go find a nice tavern with a nice little fireplace, and I'm going to get myself a warm drink and a meal for once.
Can't say no to that.
I
If you
pa-
don't mind me accompanying to you.
Oh, of course not. You were great company.
I take a pause as I look across the worn-torn city. I let out a sigh and mumble, "Here we go again."
Would you like to come with us as well?
I have a friend who arrived in town ahead of me. I need to make sure that she made it, and after that, I will meet you guys at the tavern.
Sounds good to me. I mean, I don't really know where one is yet, but I'm sure we can find one nearby. I'm sure the port has some taverns for sailors.
For the sake of brevity, Mobius, I'm gonna say that you would know the best place to start tracking where somebody would be is at a tavern.
All right, play that. I'll come to the tavern with you guys.
Ooh, that's great news. Well, come on. I will start looking around, trying to find this
Yeah.
place.
So they direct you to the docks are set up in a way where it's very much the outward section of the city. You have to kind of weave your way in past several, lean-tos and shops, but
I just want to point this out that I do have a feature called City Secrets.
mhm.
So I do know the secret patterns and flow to cities, and I can find passages through urban sprawls that others would miss. And when I'm not in combat, me and my companions can travel between locations of the city twice as fast.
Okay, I will keep that in mind. In this instance, it's pretty easy to see where you're supposed to go.
That's fair. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, yeah.
It's a thing.
I was just describing that it is it is a walled city, all the way around. Though the walls are crumbled and broken down, there is a set of wooden gates at the top of a small flight of stairs that lead into the city. So the docks are
so
kind
the
of
city's not built
outside
on
of
the
the
dock.
city
Oh, okay.
walls. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, as you enter the city, you look around and you find a populace that appears to be worn down by years of strife. And there's an undercut of fear that kind of pulses through the air as people move around you. You can't quite tell whether it's just the rain or if maybe it's just the state of things in the city.
Something is not right here.
But after a long ride across cold oceans, your eyes settle on a dim glow just across the street from you. Small sign hangs half attached to the chains that reads Silver Shell Inn.
Oh, perfect. Look, I knew they'd have one close to the entrance for the sailors and everything.
Well, hopefully they have fire and warm food.
I hope so.
Oh, yep, I agree. We could use some warmth and some good food.
Some chill to my bones. Let's get in. I'm gonna go over to the tavern. I'm gonna head on in. I'm wanting to get out of the damn rain.
As we enter the tavern, I do this unconsciously or subconsciously. I shake the water off my
God.
fur.
Oh,
Does he
down,
move
boy, down.
Oh, I am so sorry. It is just a habit. I apologize.
I pause in the doorway. Good to know.
Yes, of course. It's all right. Is there a fireplace? Is there like a hearth or anything in here?
Yep, I was getting the music situated.
Hell yeah.
So as you enter this bar, it is quite a large inn. The first thing that strikes you is a very large hearth to your right. There are 3 very long tables that stretch across this bottom floor of the tavern, and there are various circular and square tables with, mixed and matched seating, kind of dotted all around the edges of the tavern, and you see a very long, sturdy bar straight across on the other side of you. Why is it always when I'm trying to do these descriptions that I get distracted? My dog is like doing little yips in her sleep right now.
Oh.
It's too adorable not to get distracted by. The place is dimly lit, but you do sense that at one point this inn would have been quite lively just by the furniture and the tapestries that hang along the walls. This place used to be much more taken care of. This seems to have fallen in a bit of disrepair, but nonetheless, the bartender behind the bar, a giant fellow standing roughly about 8.5 feet tall, which would explain the large vaulted ceilings in this place, greets you very jovially. Welcome to the Silver Shell Inn. Out-of-towners, I see. What can I get for you?
I'm going to take whatever drink warms you the best, and whatever the special is for the day, whatever dinner you have. I think I'm gonna go by the hearth, if that's okay, though.
Yes, warm your bones, of course. Very wet, cold out there right now.
Bring me a big cup of whatever and a big plate of whatever. Just make sure it's meat.
Okay, so 2 house specials, and looks over at Mobius. And for you?
I'll take the house special and tankard of ale.
Excellent. Well, make yourselves comfortable. I'll have that out as soon as I can. There are a few other patrons sort of lazily drinking at a couple of different tables, but you pretty much have your pick of the run here.
I dare say we get a little closer to the wreath or hearth, right?
Yeah.
Hearth, yeah.
Is there
Wreath, yeah, the wreath.
is there a corner table near the hearth?
Yeah, I'd say on either side of it there is a corner table, although one is currently occupied by a slightly slender fellow that appears to be with his head rested on the table. Just the faintest sound of a snore coming from him.
I'll head
As
to
he's
the
still
opposite one.
clenching a mug of ale.
He looks tired, more tired than I do.
Yeah, he
Well,
looks like he's been drinking for a little bit.
I think I'll let him be. Let's just take a seat wherever.
We'll go to
closest to the hearth.
the open table.
Yep, we'll head to the open table.
Ooh.
Well, we made it.
It almost feels like we didn't with what we found here, but I mean, I'm at least glad we've got here.
This is definitely not what I was expecting, but I'm optimistic.
Well, it's good to meet you, optimistic, but I'm not sure if that'll save this place.
Did you forget my name already?
No, of course not.
Okay.
Would you believe me if I said I've seen places worse than this?
Yes. Yes, I
Oh
would.
yes, I would believe you. I've seen many places worse than this, but not the city itself. The city is definitely on the.
I'm just surprised from what I've heard in Rito about Pekka, and then to see it, it's completely different. It almost feels like something is wrong. I don't know if you got that sense like I did.
Well, it was the one who was leaving the soonest, or I suppose the one that was going to the place that I heard was the best. So, get here and it's like this.
So after a few minutes, the giant fellow comes out easily carrying your 3 drinks and 3 plates, and he sets them all down in front of you. And you are greeted with an average sized plate with some grilled fish, some steamed potatoes, and various roughage. It kind of looks like they're trying to make sure the vegetables are included, but not much grows here. So they do the best they can.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course, not a problem.
You know,
Look,
one
huh?
thing I did think of when I saw this town was, seemed like there might be a decent amount of opportunities around here. Do you know about anything going on around here that could be, lucrative, perhaps?
I don't know about lucrative per se. If I'm being honest, times is a bit tough, but old Marla down in the market might have something for you. She's been hollering about something with the fish recently. I don't know. Apparently they're having a hard time bringing in enough fish. Kind of what we survive on around here.
Look down at my plate. Yes, I see that.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name? Did I stump you already?
Never wants to hear.
Gigantor?
You can call me Dorian.
Dorian. Very good. Thank you for the meal and the warm place to sit.
Of course, of course. Seeing as you out-of-towners, you're looking for a place to lay your heads for the night, I do have some rooms upstairs. I got quite a few rooms upstairs.
Well, I don't have anywhere better to stay, and I mean, what better place to stay? So why not? I'll take a room.
Bed's better than a floor.
A bed's better than the ground.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could give you just the floor. It'd sure be a hell of a lot cheaper, but you want a bed? Be two silver a night per person.
You know, I think for now I need that for a little bit, so I'll do it for now.
All right. Y'all gonna be sharing a room, or do you want separate?
Does it look like I could fit on a bed with these guys?
What? No. I mean, I have rooms with multiple beds in them. That's what I'm saying. The
Oh,
shared rooms would be a little
I see what
cheaper.
you're saying. Okay, my apologies. I didn't catch it.
I'm just trying to figure out how much y'all are willing to spend, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I'll probably get a room on my own. Some privacy after the ship would be nice.
I agree.
But yeah, I agree.
And also, I'm not sure I want to get for all of my personal effects.
Don't blame you. It is a serious problem.
All right. Well then, 2 silver for the rooms and 8 copper for the meals.
I'm just gonna hand him 3 silver.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah, I'll probably just do the same and give him a little. Actually, you know what? Okay, they both did it. I have to. I do 3 silver too.
I appreciate it. If y'all gonna be drinking a little bit later in the evening, then I can open up a tab for you. But y'all enjoy yourselves. Let me not loom over this meal any longer. Wanders off.
Thank you.
Sort of as a little bit of ways, he goes, I'll bring those keys to you here in just a minute.
Take your time. I'll be here for a while.
Yes, I don't think I'll be probably going anywhere from us the rest of the night anyway.
I don't advise going anywhere, so you're dry.
I mean, did we arrive at the port kind of later in the day, or like what time is it?
Yeah, it's a little later in the day.
Yeah.
So it's probably about 2 p.m. after midday.
Oh, okay. You know, maybe there will be time to look around a little bit. I think if I'm recalling, even if it's cloudy out, I think it's only close to midday. I think? Probably.
The sun was still shining, technically, kind of, through the clouds.
But as y'all are sitting there enjoying your meal and having the drinks and chit-chatting, Broden, your NPC walks through the door. Shortly followed by a pink tiefling. I'm gonna kind of leave that one up to you, Broden, because I don't really know much
That's
about
fine.
this NPC. So if you do if you do this part, and I have like a something to work off of, I can play him from then on.
So, tiefling?
No, you're turtle guy from the boat.
Oh, I thought you said a pink tiefling.
You said pink tiefling.
I did. I
Yeah,
said
you
both
said
of them.
Oh,
Yeah, two
Oh.
people walked in.
Yeah, 2 separate people, yeah.
He'll just turn towards his man who is a large portal man. They're kind of in the middle of a conversation, and he just kind of seems to be trying to pull him up. He goes, "Doll, you're telling me that there is good potion material stuck to the bottom of your boat. You're trying to convince me that you're not just trying to have me go clean off the barnacles."
All right, I think I can improv this. Yeah, I mean, you use all kinds of things for your potions and stuff, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's got to be of some use, right?
I cannot even begin to describe to you how inaccurate that is. I appreciate it, but if you're gonna come to me with information of potions, please make sure that it's from a credible thing.
I mean,
it's just kind of.
let's be honest, friend. You're trying to make some money, right?
Yes.
I mean, the barnacles need scraping.
Yeah, the barnacles need scraping. Yeah, they do. Though, I think it makes more sense for the one of us who can survive more than an hour under the water to be scraping the barnacle.
That ain't my job, friend. Tell you what, I'll let you think about it. But, you need the money. So,
Yeah, he's gonna wander over to the guy who's just passed out drunk at the table at the other corner.
oh, that was supposed to be you.
Well, either way, there's now a drunk guy passed out.
Yep.
As he realizes he's like really out. He just grabs what looks like the half filled cup of like whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Just starts. Everyone at the bar just sees him pour it back, swishes it around in his mouth, and he just goes and spits it out, like out a window, as if it was mouthwash. Ugh. Alright. Now I will find another job, alright? 2 guilds have kicked me out, but I mean, there's work everywhere. It's gotta be something I fucking want to do.
So I will ask that the 3 of you at the table by the hearth, if you want to roll perception checks to overhear the conversation.
I was probably going to mention that I was trying to listen in, so yes, I will do it. You said perception?
Yes.
Yay, I love how terrible I am at these things.
Yep. Seeing as this is not a hidden conversation, the DC's really not that hard, so...
Okay. Damn, you hear everything.
Heard the sloshing of the ale in his mouth.
Ugh.
You can tell how many teeth he has with the sloshing.
Mobius, you just met that, so you do hear it.
And my character will kind of say across the room towards the bartender. He goes, Dorian, just we'll take the usual, the fish, per usual.
Yep, coming up.
Thank you.
I'll like look over to him. Oh, are you new here too? You're looking for work?
He'll look over to you. Not exactly new, no. We're looking for work, yes.
Well, so are we. Well, I mean, we are new here and we're looking for work, not just one of them, but... You get the picture. And
Yeah.
I'm assuming that, scraping barnacles didn't sound like a great pastime.
I'd rather avoid that, yes.
What's the caravan scene looking like around here?
Caravans? I mean, we got a couple going to, like, Lobus, though being the port town, sometimes we'll also take it via ship. A bit safer. Some people will... I mean, what are you looking for? Are you looking just for passage to Lobus, or...
Looking for a job.
You probably ask the people for the job and protect the caravans. They're always looking for adventurers to try to brave the wilderness with them.
No. Go ahead and say the first part. It's fine.
So, like 8 days journey there, though.
So as y'all are talking, Dorian walks up with your plate. Zen. He goes, well, like I told these fellas here just a minute ago, old Mama is offering some gold to look into her issues. You know how she is.
Again?
Yeah. You know, I mean, sometimes it pans out, and she does always at least pay, so it could be a very easy job.
Well,
you could just have to pretend to get rid of some, like, shadow rats or something in her basement and make some money. You know?
Shadow rats at this time. Last time she said that she had an entire infestation of wild baboons in her attic.
I know, but...
It was 2 birds.
It's frustrating, but it's easy work.
Did you kill him with 1 stone?
Yeah.
ah, you took it from me. Well, why don't you take a seat here? We're all looking for work, and I mean, that sounds like a decent opportunity. More the merry on that, right?
He'll, like, look at each of you. Y'all not from around here, are you?
No, we
What
just
gave that away?
Couldn't tell you.
I'll just look up
coming
at
in real
them.
quick and saying, Leonian is not very common in this area.
Look, most people around here, it is a port town, are either humans, halflings or half elves.
Oh, I thought it was just about the dead look in a lot of people's eyes isn't present in
That's
the
typical.
feline friend yet, but
That's typical depending on where you go in the city.
good to know.
So I know quite a few people you can't get rid of a smile off their damn faces.
Well, there's always a few rays of sunshine even in a storm cloud, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess if you guys are looking for work, though, I wouldn't mind teaming up with you for this little job with, what was her name? Sorry, I'm on, like, what's today? He'll look over to his friend, Dell.
Hang on, I'm gonna pull up the calendar.
Oh, yes, that would be great because, bit hard to keep track at sea sometimes.
No, not fantasy name generator. I need the fantasy calendar.
Excuse me.
It is. We're gonna make it easy. That's right. It is the 1st of Donna. So it's the first day of the week. I don't have names for the days of the week. It's
All right.
literally first day, second day, third day.
Feels like a Monday.
I haven't slept in 2 days. Or have I?
Days?
Did I? I don't know.
What's kept you up for 2 days?
Potions?
Really, are you some sort of a potion seller?
I try to be. It's hard to get ingredients around here ever since, Peka was taken over.
Yes, yes. I've sold many potions in my day. Not really made them, but...
What's the conflict in this land?
It's
Always conflict in land. Wilderness isn't exactly tamed here. Dangerous to go out anywhere besides just your home city or town, unless you're part of some sort of guild that goes out and maps out areas.
well,
let's see.
I guess what what
war.
we're getting at is yes, the war. That sounds great. It's just it does seem like the wild has made its way into this town and not just outside of it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, I'm sorry, that was not a comment towards you. That was a comment towards the state of the city looking like this.
I'm just joking with you. I know I'm not a common sight. Even in the city I grew up in, I wasn't very common sight.
Sten's gonna look around the room because he remembers there was an odd-looking pink tiefling you said walked in.
Yeah, she walked in just shortly after your friend.
Yeah, is that supposed to be me because I'm
Yes.
red?
Oh, you're
Okay,
red.
I'm red, not pink.
I thought you said you
You're
were
pink.
pink.
Red.
You're
I
pink
said I
now.
was red. I sent you the
Hey.
fucking character details and everything. It has the skin color on.
So pink is just light red. Get used to
Shut
it.
up. I'm not donut. Fuck you. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I would have done more if I had realized that. Because I thought I was just. Because I know a thing about Broden stuff. I thought it was another one from his backstory.
That is
Yeah.
my bad. I'm so sorry. I literally just thought you were pink for some reason. Session 0. Okay, give me
Yeah,
a
no, that's
session
fine.
or two to.
It's why we do this. It's why we do these things.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I will actually describe her a bit more. So she has red skin. Is relatively close, like with the horn shape and the face shape, is the reference image I sent. She is 5'7", a little bit taller if you count the horns. Fairly young adult. She has blue eyes, dark black straight hair that goes about down to her shoulder. Her build is not really well shown off, wearing fairly thick armor. Seen by the looks of it, she looks basically like a walking one-woman armory at this point. Because I'm looking at my inventory with all these fucking weapons. We got spear, shield, warhammer, mace, hand axe.
Are they just like clinking about as you walked in?
A little bit, yeah. As she kind of comes in, she like takes her hair and like does like the little like squeeze thing to like get the rain out of it. Oh, the weather's been fucking dreadful this entire trip. I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna walk up to the bar and try to strike up a conversation with him real quick.
The
I don't know
bartender?
his name, so. Yep.
Ah, well. Welcome to the Silver Shell Inn. What can I get for you?
Do you have any meat? Anything really filling?
Yeah. Definitely got some mead. What do you fancy? Something a little more on the fruity side, or just
Anything
old
with honey in
fashioned?
it? Any honeyed meat?
Yeah. I mean, of course, we got honey mead. You want the plain stuff, or you want something fancy?
You know what? Let's try to get something fancy. What's on menu? What's on tap?
Oh, we've got a really nice mixed berry from last season.
Ooh. That sounds delicious. I'll have that. What do you have for food?
Well,
I hope it's fish.
yep, it's fish.
Yes.
We got grilled fish and steamed fish and baked fish and chopped fish stew and
I haven't had anything baked in a while. I've had to use open campfires recently, so I will definitely take some baked fish. That's good. Okay.
baked fish. Do you want some veggies and potatoes with that?
Ooh, yes.
Excellent. All right. So the mead and the meal gonna cost you. It's gonna be about 2 silver.
Okay.
I'll have
Plug
that
that
out for you in just a minute.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, real quick, I didn't get to really describe Zen too well.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's pretty tall for a human, at least, at around 6'1", a bit lanky but very stocky in the shoulders. He looks like he'd do well for like a typical fighter, if he actually looked like he took good care of himself. His hair's a mess. It looks like he has like dark black bags under his eyes. He doesn't look like he slept in days. There's a strange smell of him somewhere holding between needing a shower and some sort of chemicals that has been on him. You don't really know or can decipher which is which. Besides that, he wears like these standard robes. He has a large cloak made of black bear skin with a hood. You don't see any discernible like weapon on him. You see like a small dagger that looks like it's more used for a tool than defending self-defense. He has a small bag on him that looks like the only thing that's well kept. But the rest of him looks like he is tired, dirty, and just downright not good at keeping himself pristine, we'll say.
I would say one crucial thing about Mina's outfit as well that I forgot to mention. Both on the shield and her armor are holy symbols of Odysseus.
Okay. All right.
So that is very brazenly on her like person. If like that would not require a perception check or anything for other people to see.
On point of order, I would know that if I saw it because that's my god as well.
Well, yeah, you guys can work on that. So because we're doing the character descriptions, I would actually like to hear some descriptions from Maj and Dustin's as well. So Maj, we'll start with you. Give us a full full as you can description.
Well, yeah, all right. Well, I mean, Alistair here, he's wearing some very fine set of clothes. They're much more leather-based. They're still pretty practical for looking pretty nice, Bit of a frilly thing around his neck. Some nice gloves, some bracers, At his hips, he has a, pretty, just kind of a, cutlass sitting there. Don't really see too much else on his person besides like a pouch on his other hip. He has his nice hat folded up like that. Just very classy, even has a feather sticking out of his cap. And a very well-maintained mustache despite all the weather that's been going on. Just well groomed, despite it all. Even has a few bits of jewelry sticking out around there, like maybe a brooch or ring or something around the glove. But it's most of him. Oh, I should also actually mention the little bit of that half cape on the one shoulder. His his non-dominant shoulder, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. I did notice
Um,
on your clothes. That's nice. Yeah.
All right, so for Mobius, he's about 6'6". He's built, but he's got tear on him. He's got black hair, black longish hair that's scraggled right now. It's a mess. A short trimmed beard. He's wearing his full plate armor, but you can see signs of battle damage due to the chainmail, the underlayer chainmail being torn in areas around the joints. And his greatsword is on his back.
Okay. Bangor, I know you described yourself earlier. Was there anything you wanted to add?
I didn't really describe myself. So what he basically looks like is he stands at 6'11". He's got white fur, a very thick mane of white. His eyes are golden. He's got numerous scars on his body, including bite marks on his forearms, and everyone can see a long line down his chest. Very thick and almost looks like someone tried to cut his heart out at one time. He's got a jagged slash across his left shoulder, and his nose is slightly crooked from numerous breaks.
Does he wear anything?
Not really. His torso is bare. He practically wears what he's wearing in that picture I sent.
Does the kitty wear pants?
Describe it for us. Just because if this is recorded and put up on YouTube.
It is just a green sash with a leather belt, and it is covering his lower body. But that's basically it.
Okay.
Thank God he has the fur coat, otherwise he'd freeze up here.
Yeah.
Well, I sat down and ordered my fish. I am happy.
I'm gonna look around everyone else at the table after I look over at the new person at the bar. Maybe if it is a tough job, that person over there looks like they're well equipped and probably new here as well. Heard them talking about just traveling.
They definitely got the weaponry on them, don't they?
Sure do.
How many is that? And 1, 2. It's a lot of weapons, yes.
Yeah, too many for my account. As I look at my hands.
I have an idea then. He'll walk up to the bar. Hey, you, Red.
Hi, I'm Mina.
Hi, Mina. Need a job?
Define need?
Want a job?
Maybe. What is it?
Scaring some... He rolls his eyes at the shadow rats in this old woman's cellar. Apparently she needs to go do that. Associates, I guess that's the right word.
Shadow.
Like in hiring muscle and, well, you're armed to the teeth. And he looks down at himself.
Oh, thanks.
I
You
am
take very
not.
good care of my dental.
God.
Yeah, I'll stand up and I'll head over as well, just kind of like lean on the table nearby. Yes, these shadow rats, I've heard they're very, very menacing, and
Really?
the more armaments, the better.
Mhm. That's really stupid.
Zen's just gonna
Why is
walk
that?
away to his own table.
Because they're shadow rats. They're made of shadow. Why would a regular weapon work?
Well, I mean, I noticed your little holy symbols there. I'm sure that you can do a bit more than just use them like that,
Well,
can't
they're not
you?
little either. Are your eyes okay?
Well, they're little compared to other things.
Dorian
It's all
walks
just a
out.
bit of a...
I feel like that would be a better line if I was a guy.
Dorian walks
Otherwise-
out
You're
with
not
Mina's
wrong.
plate and mead. He goes,
Thank you.
you know, I told Zen it could be something like shadow rats. I really don't know what it is.
Oh, I'm holding you to it. It's gonna be
just
Shadow Rat.
making a joke, man.
If it ain't that, you owe me a drink.
Yeah, fair
Besides, you know,
enough.
Them the,
He's
them
always
the
got
rules.
He's always got something crazy. I just know she's offering payment for somebody to come look into why the fish are going missing.
Well, I am going to be in the city for a while, so I guess it wouldn't hurt to have something else to do.
Yes, precisely.
What's your name, by the way?
Oh, yes. Excuse me, I'm Alistair.
Hi, I'm Mina.
Yes, nice to meet you, Mina.
Not very mean.
Well, I mean, that's good. I'd hope
Have
you
you tried
wouldn't
the
be.
fish here?
Yes, actually, we're just eating over there if you'd like to join us.
Oh, sure.
I'll just walk back over.
I pick up stool without any effort and bring it over.
You brought a stool to a table.
Yes. It was a very heavy stool, mahogany.
I'm just making
They
clear
can
that you are
afford
now
that?
sitting above everybody.
Yes.
Well, hey guys, at least we have our lookout now. Well,
Hi, I'm Mina. Nice to meet all of you.
yes, this is Mina.
Hello, Mina. My name is Fangor. Call me Iron Claw if you like titles.
Okay, Fangor.
Hello, Mina. My name is Mobius.
Hi. So you guys are hunting shadow rats?
Or whatever it is that's dealing with the fish, but...
We're just taking a job.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Whether
Yeah,
it
I
be
mean, I can
shadow
help.
rats or something else.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can help out. I've got to stop by the temple later, though.
Well, I'm not in exactly any amount of rush at the moment, so...
It is pretty late already, so, I mean, you know, maybe tomorrow?
Possibly. I mean, it's only mid-afternoon.
It's like 5. It was getting dark. And it's rainy.
I think it's mostly just dark because it's raining.
It might be, yeah. Really good fish.
You say that until you've had it 12 times.
You know,
I can have it 12 more times.
you did mention there's people here who are always smiling. I think we found one.
Why is it always a tiefling?
I don't understand that. Why do you mean it's always a tiefling, huh?
My sister, my friend, you, like, all the tieflings I know just constantly smiling.
Well, you'd be cuter if you smiled more, too.
No. Scientifically disproven.
I don't think that's how science works.
Well, you might be better at striking up some business with a bit of a smile, hmm?
If they don't like me at my worst, they don't deserve me at my best.
I like you.
Not wrong there.
Well, it better be a good best. But anyway,
Well, let me finish my meal first and kind of like dry off for a little bit because, God, it's fucking been raining for like the past week on the road here.
yes, we were on a boat that whole time. It was terrible.
I thought I'd never be dry again.
You're really not gonna like it around here.
I raised my arms, my fur's just dripping. Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, it rains a
You're
lot.
still dripping after the shake-off, are you? Man.
Listen, it was a slight shake. I had to stop myself. If you want me to give a
Yeah.
full one, I can do it right now on this table. All right.
No, I'd feel bad.
Dorian just from
Really-
the bar. Please don't.
No.
I start eating my fish faster to get it in before.
Yeah, I'll finish. I'll finish my
Then-
my roughage.
Then from a table, like one table away from them, gets up and heads to the bar.
I got like my cheeks packed with them. I'm really good. Okay, so I mean, are we trying to go there? Are you guys trying to go there today? Are you trying to go tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Depends on how long it takes to dry off, but yes, I think the consensus is tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes.
Just so you guys know, it's probably going to be raining tomorrow too.
Well, at least I'll be.
Fine. I've been on a
little
ship for a
drier.
week. I want to get into a bed and sleep.
All right.
Yeah, you know, my dreams did start to rock back and forth after a while out there.
Oh, you guys were on a ship? Where'd you come from?
Where did that ship leave from here again?
I came from Rito in Othane.
Okay.
DM, where was the last stop? I forgot. Because I probably got on the last one.
The last stop would have been Rito.
Yes, and I was from that city as well. Well, not from there, but I was there.
I've been on the boat since Hellborn.
Oh, did you guys all come together?
I mean, we arrived on the same ship.
Are you guys like a
But we-
throuple?
No,
What?
we've just
They're the bestest friends.
we played cards, and we happen to be on the same ship, and we have similar goals, so we're here.
Is that goal to make money?
Yes, precisely.
Ah, I figured. Pretty decent at reading people.
Really? I mean, that's a good skill to have.
What am I thinking of?
The color blue.
You got lucky.
I knew it.
Well, you all gonna, I guess, stay here then?
I already got my key. Well, actually, I was just waiting on the keys.
I would normally stay at the temple, but I kind of don't want to go back out in the rain tonight.
He looks
Yeah,
out at
pretty
the rain. Mm.
That is a problem for tomorrow, Mina.
You put it off
Why
until
do
tomorrow?
Yeah, why do today what you can put off till tomorrow, right?
That's horrible words to live by, but in this case, you're right.
All right, but what is
Exactly.
today? But yesterday is tomorrow.
Yeah, what he said.
So Dorian brings around to the three that have paid for rooms. He brings all of you a refill of your drinks. Complimentary drink for those of you that are staying here tonight, and then just kind of raises an eyebrow and looks at the other two.
And a refill for a returning customer, constantly best friend in the whole world, right?
Nice try.
Fuck. All right.
Staying here tonight?
No, I probably should get back to mom and dad.
Oh, I will.
Oh. Speaking of which, do you still smell those baked crab rolls?
I might be able to get a couple put together. Stock is running pretty low, but
I know. Gift from my mom.
yeah, I can get a couple together for you.
That my sister bringing stuff over tonight from their bakery, so if I don't show up with anything, I'm gonna look like a jackass.
Fair enough. All right, half price. I'll get 4 of them for you. How's that sound?
Thank you.
Yeah, don't mention it.
I overheard earlier you have a decent selection of meads. You think I could maybe get some of that as well in my next refill?
Sure thing. And
I'll kind of tip my empty cup over. I could use a refill as well.
he literally just brought all of y'all a complimentary refill.
Gone.
Okay. Just confirming. And he'll look over at Mina. 2 silver for a private room.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Appreciate that, and I will bring you your complimentary refill, and bring this gentleman here another one. And you, sir, he looks at Alistair. Yeah, we got a decent selection of mead here. We got regular honey mead, a mixed berry. We've got a blueberry. That one's gonna run you a little more because those blueberries they're imported from Othane and well, you know,
Do you
cost and
perhaps
whatnot.
have anything from Evios?
You see this jovial bartender who's been absolutely nothing but polite to you the entire time. His expression immediately darkens at the mention of Ebios.
Oh, is something the matter?
Nice one. All the names. All the names.
I just facepalm.
He looks around the bar, and you see his
Oh.
eyes kind of wander over to a table with a couple of what looks to be guardsmen sitting at it. Yeah, we we got a few delicacies from Ebios.
I'm sorry if it was a problem. They've always had some interesting vintages from there.
We do have a vintage whiskey we keep on hand from there.
Ooh. You know, why not? I could use a little bit of warmth.
Coming right up. That's gonna cost you 4 silver for a glass.
I'll like look around at the tents. And I'm not gonna argue the price. I'll just slide it over.
All right, I will have those right out for you then.
Then we'll lean down and be like, what was the place you said again? The name?
You know, something tells me probably is not a great idea to say it again after that.
Oh, just say it quietly. I just want to make sure I heard you right.
I'll just like lean down and Ebios? Is that who is this war against?
Ebios, Ebion. Oh. He'll slyly look over towards the guards and then kind of look back at you and go, talk about it another time.
Sounds good to me. I've just got here. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, literally fresh off the boat, right?
Yes, we just walked in like not even an hour ago.
So above game, I do have to say, Alistair,
I probably would know something.
you would know something. Yeah. You would know that the Ebian Empire was vying for land in Vugora. But because you've been traveling about, you may not know the specifics
Yeah.
of what has happened. But you know, growing up in Ebios, that Ebios and Vugora had never really been on
Great terms.
great terms, yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay, we did say my character would know a little bit about the situation here. What exactly did we settle on again? Just want to make sure what it was. I know it had to do with the conflict here and like occupying and stuff.
Yeah, so above game, like I said, I'm gonna preface this for those that aren't familiar with it, wouldn't know this. But you would know, along with Zen would know that the Ebian Empire currently controls Peka. And they did not diplomatically gain control.
Oh, okay. So this place is controlled by Ebios right now.
Which I
Yeah.
think
Which would
Local.
Maj,
Maj
your
know
character might have picked up on it a little bit because you would notice that those guards are dressed like Ebian. Like they're wearing the same armor and sporting the same banners.
Okay.
From
okay.
Ebios.
That makes that helps the situation a good bit actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sense tension.
oh, he's definitely bold for that sort of drink choice here.
Well, I mean, seems we're in decent company for that. Like, kind of just slightly tilt my head over towards the guards, just
Oh yeah, those guys. Yeah. Yeah, they occupy the sea a while ago.
Oh, I guess that would explain why it looks like this.
So be careful getting too friendly with the the guards. They patrol the city, but they're not always the friendliest to outsiders or people they don't particularly like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I'll make sure to keep that in mind.
Alright, well, just keep your hands to yourself, keep your head low, and you'll be fine. I've seen more than one person just get taken off the streets.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend messing with them. They don't have the loyalty to the land as like the local people used to.
Well,
You see it a lot in history.
you do.
Yep.
We'll say, though, I mean, whatever problems people could have, at least, the person they installed in power at least keeps the docks running pretty well.
Well, that's good at least.
Broden hit us with at least the trains run on time.
Yeah, well. If you ever see a Lord Captain Everian breathe, stay out of their way. Best I can put it.
Only 2 titles. Modest.
Well, it's
Not
not my
most.
place. I'm just the humble potion maker.
Ooh, so you're an alchemist?
Yes.
Ooh, that's like cooking, but like different, right?
Technically, yes, there's a science behind that, yeah.
Have you ever tried to like make healing meals? It's like a potion, but a meal.
No, but you want to see something cool.
Yes.
Alright.
Ooh.
Why would you even ask me that? If it's something cool, of course I want to see it. It's cool.
Right.
Yeah,
Dorian,
yeah,
don't
like
yell
this.
at Dorian, don't yell at me for this one.
Don't
This
burn
is
anything
ugly.
down.
It's not gonna burn fucking anything. I do that one time.
At least we'd be warm if it did.
Let's just say I owed him a table at one point. See him open up his pack that he has, and he pulls out this very pristine, well-polished, and well-kept potion kit.
Ooh.
Like, it seems like the only thing on him that is not dirty. I just see him start naming off a bunch of different chemicals and liquids.
Mhm.
He goes, alright, so if you take this one, and this one,
Okay.
and if you don't do it properly, it could be very bad. However,
Yeah.
for someone like myself, who knows how to do this properly, you can make this compound. This is a compound that is both needed and absolutely horrible in larger doses, such as this. If made properly. Yeah, it's volatile in many ways, some people would say. It is also, yeah, it's
Careful,
just,
I think I see that table over there sweating.
indeed. And you just see him drink it.
Oh.
Smart and brave. I respect it.
No, the chemicals that are listed off are literally just the compounds needed to make water. And he starts storing away the stuff again.
I never knew water was so dangerous.
Can be in large doses. Too much purified water will actually dehydrate the body and kill you.
Really?
You know, I feel
Mhm.
like there's something more simple because enough water will also just drown you.
True. People do say you need nothing more than an inch of water to be able to drown a man.
I don't know. I've had to drown a guy before, and I mean, I needed more than an inch of water for that.
You're a scary individual sometimes.
Sometimes you
respect it.
barely know me.
Yeah, but you go from like this seemingly nice looking person to I've drowned a person, and frankly that kind of scares me.
You're the one who just told me how water's gonna kill me, and that you only need an inch to drown someone in it. You sound like the crazy person here.
Touche.
Fair point.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a point.
Alright. Well, Dorian, is the crab shit ready yet?
Yep, got it here for you as he brings out everybody else's drinks.
Awesome.
More sippy.
He
Tell
just
your
kind of
mom I
looks
said
outside.
hello and
I will.
safe trip home.
Yep. Yeah, hopefully I don't get mugs on the way.
Well, you leave in the next 30 minutes, you should be okay.
Oh, yeah. Real quick warning to the rest of you guys before I go. Do not travel these streets in the dark sometimes, because holy shit.
Is it
Why?
is there a curfew or is it just dangerous?
Oh, there's a curfew.
There's a curfew.
And it's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah.
So both. All right.
But why?
Because the city's occupied and they decided so.
Well, I mean, as far as I know, it's probably to dissuade dissidents.
Well, is it dangerous because of the guards, or is it dangerous for another reason?
He just looks back towards the table at the guard and goes, I'm not answering that. Fuck you.
I plead the fifth, Senator.
I'm
Yes.
Boring. Okay.
smarter than answering that question.
No, I'd assume it's probably many ruffians get up to no good at night out there.
The city's not what it used to be. Either way, I bid thee all adieu.
Good night, Ten.
Good night, Red One.
Mina.
Mina, thank you.
Thanks.
Good night, the rest of you.
Good night.
Yes. Hopefully those don't get too soaked in the rain. Good luck.
I have an umbrella. He snaps his fingers. You see this owl peer above his head that starts putting out its wings to make a little shield.
Oh, that's
The other one
it's
kind
owl.
of looks like a turtle, so I mean, I think he's okay.
That's a neat name for an owl. Umbrella. Sounds all wizardy. Magic.
You just hear him rumble. It's not a fucking umbrella,
No,
damn it.
I don't even fucking hear it. He's already out the way in the rain.
Yeah.
You know, I met a guy with a magic umbrella once. It's
Oh, he had a
Didn't
magic
do
owl
much.
too?
No. It was well, who knows? It could have been. He apparently it was magic.
Ooh, magic owls.
I mean, it could have been an
That
owl that
sounds
looked
pretty
like an umbrella, but
All right.
or maybe it was a bit of a parasol.
Cat?
Well, I was gonna say, I think that's a good place to call it for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with everyone going back up to the room, long resting and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Yeah. We didn't get around to practicing combat, but I am okay with that because I like the way this
Missing
session
stuff.
went. And we're missing stuff from character sheets, so I guess we're just gonna do a dry run when we run into combat.
That's fine.
It'll be fine. It's not
Fantasy
complicated.
Grounds really
Yeah.
isn't that complicated with combat. It's actually very simple because so much of it is automated.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's
So-
not that bad once you just get used to like what you have to do.
Yeah. And it doesn't take me